All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Miami Flying Trapeze for another session. Today is July 27. Today we have, look up top, we have Krista Webb back. We have Sarah Sutton. You haven't seen her here before, but she is an instructor here, professional flyer. Look over here, we have Lauren. Lemon came on time. And of course, Krista's husband, boyfriend, Michael, and Emily. They work on the same show together up in Tennessee. I'm out of breath because I put up all these cameras. But either way, I do believe Sarah and Lily, which is Peel Off and Bailout, are coming. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get started. All right, so we're focused back over here. I am using a different camera because I don't have a choice. I am not going to be able to pause and this video. I have to bust out 2 more after this. I do apologize. My computer is showing full. I don't understand why. I'm gonna have to restore it, and that's a long process, but I want to get this video out and all that. But you can see where I was climbing to put up the GoPro 360, which ended up being a waste because apparently I just don't know how to use things. I do now. I did a bunch of research and all that. But let's watch Krista when she does her TikToks. So she's gonna kick. It's all about her feet when you're learning TikToks. So there it is. So watch your feet. This is you take off, feet in front, feet back, feet up and down. And she'll style it because she's been doing this forever. And then feet back, feet forward, feet forward. Yeah. So feet up and down, feet forward, feet backwards, feet forward. You're gonna see a few more TikToks, and I'm gonna talk through a few people. Chris is on her way to Germany. She's got a contract out there. She wanted to come one more time. She is from Tennessee. She wanted to come one more time and train. So you see the same thing with me. I'm gonna kick back, feet up and down, open up those shoulders. Phenomenal stretch. Then feet forward, feet back, feet forward. But I'll still push, or 7. Get those hips in. Feet forward, feet back, feet forward, and push. Get those hips into the bar. That's so you always clear the board and you're wound up to kick back again. But it's all about hips to the bar. Now, I'm going to introduce here someone you haven't seen before. There's my 360 pirouette. I love that trick. In the net, really I enjoy playing in the net. So here comes Krista again. I apologize. Now she's going to start powering up, so she forces up and out. These are swings, forward, back, 7. The only difference between swings and TikToks is on TikToks your feet will come down. On swings, you're forcing them up and out over the crane of the catch bar over there. There's a crane up there. I love the way she does her turnarounds. They're clean, they're pretty. Beautiful toe point. I'm still messing with that camera. And you'll start seeing some of the different camera angles. I did lose some. So this is Sarah. Sarah's going to be doing her TikToks or probably swings because she likes to go straight into it. She's very strong. No, she's doing her TikToks. She has her own way of styling it and doing it. She likes to flex her feet and get ready for toe pointing and all that. So you'll see that as I talk. Sarah is an amazing instructor. She's been doing this for a very long time. We are starting to get a nice crew of very experienced flyers here at Miami Flying Trapeze. Sarah has been around for a while, but she's very busy. She's going to school. She's an entrepreneur, brilliant young woman, and very strong. She'll be in the catch for the next session that I have to edit. So Chris is going to do the same thing. She's going to do her force outs. She's powering up. She's really warming into it. So we have Joe is highly experienced. He's American, but raised in Brazil. Speaks multiple languages, and he's probably been flying longer than anybody else between him and Krista and Evan. I'm probably the weakest link, which is why whoever's coaching, every other coach shuts up. That's the tone that I like to set. Here comes Lauren. She's going to be doing her swings. You can just watch it as I talk. The idea is to set the tone, because if you get a lot of chiefs in one place, then egos start to take over, and everybody starts saying, well, they're saying it wrong, they're doing this wrong. No. You are only to coach when you are on lines is the tone that I set. I, as the rig owner, set that tone because it's mine. I get to dictate everything that happens, and I step back. And if they see me do that, I think it's easy for everybody else to do it, because everybody has the inclination to do it, but then you get frustrated, and then you're thinking you have to compete as coaches about who's right, who's wrong. Here comes Sarah again, beautiful flyer, so you'll be able to see what she does. She's going to do much of the same thing. She's working, she's powering up and continuing her warm-up. There's her reverse grip, but it's on me to set the tone about, because everybody knows what they're doing, but they say things a little bit different, and that helps everybody out. It's good to have different opinions. It's good to have people saying different things because everybody learns differently.
And if there's ever any drama, it's all my fault, and I take that into account. So I try to have a drama-free environment by saying, if you are on lines, you are the coach and everybody's going to respect it. Same thing, if someone else is on lines, they are the coach, you need to respect it. So if a student comes and says, well, why did you tell me this and the other person told me that, you simply say, you do it how the coach who is on lines tells you how to do it. Lemon here is warming up, and Lemon, look at your hips far away from the bar. You need to get them up and close. Kicks back and hips to the bar. You're gonna hit that board one day, and it's not fun. It doesn't do much, but it's still not fun, especially since you have bare skin there on your legs, no leggings. You're going to get a little rug burn. Let's see if she spots the net, and spots it and turns. Very nice. I like this camera angle too, but I'm gonna put a different camera here so I can get the wide angle. Most of all the cameras that I use are either GoPros, but the iPhones tend to be superior right now. And we have Bailout with her TikToks, so watch her feet, but Bailout, get those hips in. That's the only thing you're missing. Feet down, feet up, back, up, and hips in on the back end there for the bar. Get those hips to the bar. Feet forward, feet backwards, feet forward with the hips in. So I'll say push or 7. Those terms are used interchangeably. You hear a lot of terms that are used interchangeably. Nice turn. She ended up on her back, initially on her side, which is a quarter turn, just fine with that. So here comes Lauren. She's doing her warm-ups as well. She's going to start powering things up, but that was a TikTok. I think she kind of went backwards. She started out with swings and TikToks. Hips to the bar wasn't too bad. It's still a little bit far away. So forward, back, 7, into it. A little bit better. I can see those hips coming in, so that's not bad. And then feet forward, feet backwards, feet forward with the hips in. But she's done. Her swing is very low. Her hips are below the board. A little early release, not a big deal. Spots the net, turns. Beautiful half turn. That's a full half turn. Here comes rip off with her TikToks. Good. Hips were better than normal. So let's get them closer to the bar. Kicks back, hips in. I like it. It's getting much better. Sarah's been making huge improvements. I believe it's this session where she did something she's been training for a very long time. And every one of us will have different beautiful half turn. Nice. See how she stretched out. She put that arm out there and then she forgot how to walk in the net. Here comes Sarah. Let's see what she does. I believe it is going to be a trick. Beautiful. Force out. Powers it up to the sky. Hips to the bar. Kicks it back again. Okay. And up. I think she's just going to come back. And she's finishing up her warm-ups. There's her reverse grip, and up and out, and feet in front. Get into that 7 as soon as you can, and so you can complete the trick. Here comes Krista. Let's see, she kicks back, beautiful back. She's going to straighten out those legs as we go on. Right now it's still in the warm-up stage. There you go. See how she straightened them out. Beautiful deep back. And hips, it wasn't too close to the bar, but she's starting to kill it. But she knows what she's doing enough where it's not the end of the world, because she can bring them in. You can kind of tell on the way down she brings them in to clear the board, and she's still doing her. She's still warming up those shoulders because it's going to be a long session for her. There are catches towards the end of this session, and Sarah does not get up on this session. She gets up there and catches on the next session that I have to edit. So here comes Sarah. I do believe she's going to it. Nice height, nice force out. A little late, if anything, but here's your set and break and up. Now look how beautiful she does it. She has probably the best layout out of anybody here at the school. She pops it up, she stalls it. She doesn't, she only looks back with her head. She's not bringing her feet into the rotation. And here Lauren is working on, she's going to start doing splits without the harness on, but without releasing to the net. We're not quite ready to release to the net, but she wanted to do one in line, so I was like, go ahead and put the lines on. Let's do one in lines, and then later on, as we progress through this session, you'll see her do it without the lines. It is very scary, so she wanted to do once and see how it feels without letting go, because she's never done it without letting go. So no letting go on the split, just feel it out of lines. So here we go with Bailout. She is, of course, doing her TikToks out of lines. Ooh, look at that angle. I like it. We had the drone up there. The drone is pretty hard to sync in. You got to take your time with it, and you got to do it frame by frame and all that. Where the other ones you sync with audio, and I've learned how to do that. I'm getting better as we go. It's just I have to bust out these videos, and computers freezing up, cameras are freezing up, so I'm just going to do this without pausing because I can't screen record at the moment. But here we go, half turn, no half turn. So on that one, she had a little brain fart, but she protected herself, landed long. Nice another camera angle there. So here we go with Lemon. Good force out, forward, back, 7. Get those hips in, and that's what I like about this camera angle. You can see she's about 2 to 3 inches away from the board. She should be 6 to 8 minimum. So there's a little bit better, just a little late on the 7. Okay, forward, back, 7. Let's see where her hips are, and you can see I'm pushing her hips in. Get your hips in. Just kind of like a little reminder. Tap her right there on the back. Get those hips in. So she's still far away, and let's see, does she spot? And yes, nice half turn. There it is. And then here I go. I think I'm just coming down, so I don't even jump up. I just kind of step right off. And okay, but I'm gonna, I guess I'm warming up my shoulder in preparation. You can see the drone up there. I don't know why you have that angle, but I can't pause. I can't do anything. This is what it is. There's the hips to the bar. You can see how close they get. And I'm powering up just lightly. I'm not doing much. I really want my shoulder to rest so I can start hitting it hard again. And here we go into the net. Do I do anything? Yep, I'm doing my stupid little crazy stuff that really doesn't make sense. I think I went for something, I bailed out on it. And Lauren is out of lines. She's going to do that split, a backhand split, no lines for the first time. Forward, big back, 7 first, and into it. I don't know what happened there, but here we're back. There it is. She does not release. We're not there yet. We're going to build up the confidence for that. But she is doing it out of lines, and she did say afterwards, that's not that bad. And it's right, it's not. Once you do it, and you're getting consistent, it's not that bad. And she'll clean everything up the more she does it. You usually have to do the same trick a couple hundred times before you can really finalize where you want it to be. Here we go with Sarah. Again, I don't know why I got stuck at this angle. And you can see how her hips rose up. She's got big power. Bending of the legs a little bit on the kickback, but beautiful layout. No bending the legs. That was her main focus because that's what she wanted to show Krista. But Krista and Sarah do have very different layouts. Krista's pinches more. Sarah has what everyone would consider just like the perfect release place. But Krista does a double effortlessly, and Sarah is still building up her double. She does a great double, don't get me wrong, and it's very catchable, but she does it a little bit lower than Krista does because everybody's body type is different. Again, that's one coach's opinion. Another coach will say something different. You take the coach that you like, listen to that coach. If you tell me that you want to do what this other coach said, I was like, do it. At the end of the day, it's about your experience. Kick it back and force it out. Very nice. Very high force out, very high there. And you can see our hips come back very deep and deep. And let's see the legs. So she always thinks she's going to kick the bar. So we were tweaking this, and she does get better at it. So here we go with bailout. She's going to be working her TikToks. So whenever bailout comes up, nice, hips are coming in a little bit. You can see how far away she is from the board, but she's not as tall as Lemon, but she is, I think she's doing a little bit better than Lemon. I'm pushing it in. Let's see. So here she's very far back. So we got to work on that as well. Pushing those hips, get them close to the bar. And let's see, she has her half turn. Very nice. I like it. All right, here comes Lauren. She is in lines on this one, so it might be a layout. Forward, back, 7, set, hold, broke early, and flying away. But that's the idea because we're trying to break habits. So on that one, I told you I'm going to break you super early because she was closing her shoulders. Here comes Krista, kicks back, feet up and out, very good. Forward, big back, 7, into your set, hold, break, and up and straight legs, very nice. And that's all it takes. Literally 2 layouts, and she just fixed everything. Sarah gave her a lot of notes. Here we go. I think Sarah's gonna do the same thing. Beautiful force out, kicks back, a little shallow on the back. Sarah can do better, but Sarah doesn't fly as often as she would like to. Look at that. That is what's considered industry perfection. Not everybody can do it. I can't do it. Everybody's, like I said, a little bit different, but Sarah's got the perfect layout in what's considered the perfect layout. I have a different opinion than most other people. I don't consider any layout perfect, but it is a very pretty and what everybody else considers perfect. All right, into your set and break a little bit later because I told her I would. Because the idea is to, and Lauren took a lot of notes from Sarah, and I think that helped out a lot, which is again why I like to have a lot of coaches and a lot of chiefs here. What I say does not always resonate, and what others say resonates. Do what they say. I don't want to have an ego. Here we go. So this is what Sarah's working on, her half turn, and she got her quarter turn, and that is a huge improvement for Sarah. She has been working on that half turn out of the pike whip for a very long time. Here comes Lemon. She kicks back, feet up and out, nice. Forward, big back, 7 set, hold and break. Good break for learning purposes, and nice layout. She stalled it up there. Very nice, Lemon. Everything else is tightened up. That will come over time. Here we come with Krista. She's still working on her layout. She wants to get a stick straight and kicks back and up and out. Hips came up. She's nice and up, and there it is, stick straight. That is a perfect layout. Now Krista does get a little bit higher than most because she's used to throwing doubles and 1.5s. So you can see her layout rotates more than most everybody else. Why? It's not a big deal. It's just different. Okay, so here we go. With Sarah, it is a half turn. Even better. That was between a quarter and a half turn. But look, she's on her back. She's landing long. Sarah, congratulations. You are making progress. And it's very rewarding after so much time of working on it. Here we go with that layout again. Let's break early and up. There you can see she did not close her shoulders. She's starting to what they call block your shoulders. I don't use that terminology, but she's opening up. Here we come with Sarah. I think she's going to do it again. Let's see. Forward. Big back. 7 first into the trick. Good, Sarah. Good, good. This is peel off and turn, turn. Look at this. She was fighting, so I slowed them down. But you can see she would have had it if she was out of lines. Of course, we baby step it. She just has to fight through those lines. Here comes Sarah. I think she's going to do her layout again, and it gets better. The first one never counts. The second one was amazing. Let's see the third. Kicks back and up. Look at that floatiness. Lands perfect in the middle of the net. Very nice. You can see where I set up the camera right in the middle of the net. Now on this rig, you actually have to travel a little bit, but all these layouts are great. And they do travel a little bit, but I tell them because on this rig you have to. All right, holds the set, and let's see where her legs are. Beautiful. Keeps them stick straight, pointed toes. Very, very nice. And just like that, a simple little thing she wanted to fix. You can fix these things. That's why I don't harp on, don't worry about bending legs once you've done it a bunch of times. We can fix that in 2 seconds. All right, so here we go. Out of lines with Lemon, and beautiful half turn with Lemon. She does it so well. There's nothing wrong with her half turn there. Her trick is nice. She has confidence on it. All right, so here we go for the catches. We're getting close to the end of the video. Remember, I can't pause this, so I do apologize. Evan is up. He's going to catch Krista. And we will do a video on how to get into the catch locks and all that. But for right now, let's watch Krista. Let's watch these catches. Evan is another chief. He knows way more than I do. I just always assume everybody knows way more than I do, and they do. But look at that. Stick straight legs. Very nice, Krista. And here, no bar, so she's just going to come on down. And when you return, we'll do a video on how to return back to the bar and what flyers have to do, because a catcher can only do so much. So here we go. We go hands, legs out, around, in, and wait for the hook. At peak, it's hook. Hands off. Arch your back. Again, he's doing it a little bit different because he's watching her timing. Does he build the swing? Does he kill the swing? Again, it shows experience. Here we go. Breaks. And up, 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 up. Keep his stick straight. Nice. But you can see how the difference between Krista's layout and Sarah's layout. Krista whips her feet back down into it. Because again, she was training 1.5s forever. And it's very hard to break that habit. It can be broken. It's more, okay, let's do something different. Let's do something that's gonna break now. You gotta break one habit at a time. But to me, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a very high layout. It opens you up for other tricks, and it's pretty. There's nothing wrong with her layout. So here he goes, and hooks his feet, releases right at peak. So here she goes way up into the sky, just about at the cables, and breaks. There it is, and up. Very nice. Not bad. A little bending of the legs there, but not bad. And no bar. Gabby couldn't get the bar in time. And that is it. That is the end of the video. Krista, congratulations. You did a phenomenal job. Within 2 layouts, you fixed the issue that you wanted to fix. I always knew you would. So she knows. She got a lot of advice from Sarah. She got a lot of advice from Evan. And then the next day, Krista came back, which you'll see the session. Tucker Smith, actually the video, the 51-second video clip that might be 3 or 4 videos before this one that you're seeing now, I showcase the Flying Royals, and Tucker Smith is part of that group. He's now in med school, so he's not flying with them at the moment, but they are family, part of the group. He was coming through Miami. He was like, hey man, I'd like to get my buddies up there. I was like, dude, anything for you, man. We're family here. Come on through. And I want to thank Tucker Smith because he also gave Krista some advice, and all of that comes together, and she just needs one piece of advice to fix anything. But that's what I love about the family environment of Flying Trapeze, and the way that I want to, the culture that I want here. Everybody's different. Everybody has an opinion. Let's all respect each other's opinions and let the student decide. The student decides what works for them. And if you're coaching and they ask you if they could do that, this other technique, and they've tried your technique, you can always ask, well, try my technique at least a couple times. And they try your technique and they're like, I really like this other technique, and they've been here for a little bit. Now, if they're just starting out, no, you're the coach, they're gonna do your technique. But if they've tried your technique and they've tried somebody else's technique, let them run with someone else's technique, or at least the verbiage. And you as a coach, adapt, because it's all about our students. They're always right. It's not that they're, and for the most part, they are the customer. We care about our students. We need to, and they're gonna have to decide, okay, if that other technique wasn't working, well, maybe you wanna try somebody else's technique, or go back to your original coach's technique. For coaches, let's listen to our students. They feel their bodies, they feel where they're at, they know their body types. Let's give them that respect. For students, give the respect of the coach to always honor their wishes, at least in the beginning, where if they say do something, let's try something, you try it. Now, if you've tried it already and it's not working for you, then the coach should be humble enough to say, okay, let's go with this other person's technique. And a good coach knows all the different techniques and is humble enough to say, yeah, let's go with that one because that's what works for you. I don't want an ego here. I don't want anybody with an ego here. There's a lot of great flyers out there. I have big issues with some of the pros out there. And again, I'm not at the point where I'm going to mention names, but they're jerks. And that's the reality of the professional world. I'm a nobody. I've never flown professionally. I'm a professional circus performer. Nobody can take that away from me. I have given audiences goosebumps because they were so amazed with my performance. Nobody can ever take that away from me. I'm a good catcher, terrible flyer, but I don't care. I love flying. I go up there and I fly. And there are some great flyers out there who have said some things where I was like, you've got a massive ego. You are a prima donna. I don't want you around me or my students. There are just too many great people out there, like Sarah Sutton, like Evan, like Krista, like Tucker, like Justin and April Chakowski and their whole Flying Royals team. So anyway, I could rant forever. I am going to stop here. I hope you guys enjoyed that session. It's a lot of information taken. I'm sorry about my computer issues. I'm going to fix it, but it's going to take some time. But I will try to fix it for the next session. If you liked it, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I have no announcements because I need to cut this. Here is your daily dose of cuteness. See you tomorrow.